on, guys? So right now we're gonna be doing the whole entire head process of doing the whole cam bung, all the Shimless buckets, and finally finishing it up for the last time. And hopefully you enjoy this video, and I'll see y'all soon. All the intake sides first, and then I'll get to the exhaust side last, just so I can mess with this first. And if I have any shims that I could use on this side, I'll just use them on this side before I buy any other ones. I do have more over here that might work. They're smaller shims. So yeah, let's go ahead and start doing this. And then only ones I really need to change is basically this one. I'm gonna just change it slightly more so I can get straight towards in the middle instead of being the low side minimum. But this one, number one, that'd be good. Two, that one I'm only gonna be swapping in with a 40 shim on that one. This one, that'd be good. That one I can stay with that one. And then I got these other 5 and 6. Those are gonna have to just put slightly smaller shim. That's the next size down for this one, if I remember right. And then everything else here is perfect. Then number 9 as well is going to be swapped over, and then 11 and 12 are going to be needing a lot. So alright guys, so now got everything torqued down to 12 foot-pounds. I'm gonna go ahead and start checking the clearances. So I'm hoping everything's actually within specs, and we'll see here in a second. But let's start with this. And intake side should be at 06 or 010 thousandths. That was perfect. 9 thou. Yep, perfect. 9 thou right there. Keep going. We got 8 thou right there. 9 thou doesn't fit in there, so we should be fine with 7 thou or 8 thou, I mean. So feels perfect there. So if anybody's wondering why I'm not turning it right now with the block on, there's nothing in the block. Don't worry about that, guys. Still where it needs to be, so that's perfect. Alright guys, so I got all these 1 through 12 of the valves all done. Basically all these 10, they're perfect within specs, so it's actually pretty decent right in the middle. And then I got these 2. These are still at 6 thou, which is the minimum, but once I get that heat starting up, it's going to close up the gap. So I don't want that causing me any problems in the future. So I do need smaller shims, which I don't really have other than these, but I think these are too small, so these won't work. I'll probably need like a 39. I'll probably go back to the junkyard, grab more, and then I'm gonna start doing this one real quick and see what happens from there. So I got the ones I needed. Everything has to be under the shim number. It has to be under 42. 43 would be fine, but I just want to make sure it's the low numbers, because what I realized with the big shims, it's not working as well. So I'd rather just do it all at once and make sure I get the right ones first, and then later on actually I can just do a little bit of adjustment instead of doing so much. But A 2005 Scion TC, which actually I do grab off a lot of the shimless buckets from these cars and the Camrys. Yes, I've already checked the back and all that stuff. Everything the same as the Jay-Z shims and all that stuff, other than them being shimless. So that actually works perfect for that little upgrade that we're doing. And yes, I'm gonna have to get certain ones, so I'm just gonna go remove everything real quick. Timing chain, everything will probably just be lifted over. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this side real quick, and then hopefully things go well. And after that, this side's already done, all completed, everything's within specs. And hey, watch out with that cam. But should be it. As you can tell, I organize everything here.
Is there anything I can put on top of this, or is it fine?
Yeah, it's fine. I don't care. I'll use that as a workbench. So pretty good. All these, I won't be needing them. If I do have some that I'll need, I'll use them. If not, but right now we're gonna go off that sticky note and numbers, so there's no reason for these to be organized.
Go fuck yourself. I mean, what?
All right, so these are the one with shims. Don't use these. We're not using these. We're using. I'll keep these for spares.
Shimless buckets.
Shimless buckets, which are going to be these. So go ahead and grab a 42. You need a light.
Yeah. Here's a 37, 26.
Ow.
35. You said you need a 42? I'll get that here.
So we're gonna need a 42, a 41, and we have them. So I got a 40. You got a 42 right here. 42 right here. 41.
I got a 41.
You already got a 41? Mm-hmm. All right, a 40.
Forty-four, 41, 42.
So we don't have.
I don't think you have a 40, bro.
Rumbled it, but these last few fixes should fix right when I needed to do. I didn't swap out 9 or 10 on the shims, so all the rest were slightly off, and I'm gonna go ahead and start rewriting everything down and installing the cam for maybe the last time. And then after that, we're gonna start doing the grinding and all that kinds of stuff for the cam bung. As you can tell, this will actually sit right up in here, right where the cam trigger is, right up in here, sit there. All this is gonna have to be grinded down, so I'll show you later on.
Never-ending wheel, yeah. Is this still on 12?
Yes.
12. I rotated it with my dirty little fingers. With my dirty, dirty little gloved fingers. My beloved and gloved fingers.
McLovin.
McLovin. No, that's not what I said.
Dude, that dude's so funny. I love that guy.
It's not a real name.
McLovin.
I love how he got a Hawaii ID.
Here are the specs for the intake side. So Oh, I actually don't have these right now. I have them written somewhere else. Don't know where. But everything was between 7th thou and 8th thou in all the shims. So I got all that figured out. I'm gonna go back and write everything down. But for the exhaust, I had to do that about 5 times just to make sure with all the calculations. So everything went well. These are all the new shims here. Everything was between 11, 12, and that's all everything, which is within specs. But as you can tell, these are Camry or Scion TC shimless buckets. I've only spent for the whole set of these about $40. They're about $1 a piece, so really good upgrade if you want to ever go shimless bucket conversion. So there are a few different other ones, but they're a lot pricier, which I totally understand. But these are actually same size, every little thing for the JZ ones, as in here's the ones with shims. Everything's the same thing all around. So I already done measurements and all that kind of stuff. So if you already decide to do it, there you go. It is a little bit time consuming, but I'll show you here. Now I'm gonna be doing that one cam bung on the head real quick. So basically what's gonna happen here is I already have the mark spot where I need to drill it, and as you can tell right up in here, you're gonna have to set the timing on your intake side, the cam gear to top dead center on this, on your timing mark. So as you can tell, it looks just like that. To remove this real quick and then start drilling a hole there. But first thing first is I'm gonna go ahead and take the cam off and have everything how it should be done for the thing. So let me take that off real quick and we'll skip to that part. Alright guys, as you can tell, I got the cams off now. So we do have a little mark here, so you can tell all these markings on the sides is because I gotta notch out these little grooves here. That's where it would sit dead center to the trigger, so I'm gonna have it as close as possible to there. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my punch real quick. Okay, here it is, my little punch. Punch is here. I need my batteries. Batteries, where y'all at? Do I have batteries? No, I don't have a battery. Of course I don't have my batteries. But okay, that's fine. Alright guys, so my battery's kind of dead, so hopefully I get things in there already. But I'm gonna go ahead and do a little punch right in here. Yes, it's a big punch, but it'll work out. Alright, what's up guys? So right now I kind of did lose some footage from this whole procedure of doing the cam bung install and all that stuff. So I'm gonna explain to you real quick of what happened. And basically on this setup, you're gonna have to, once everything's in place, and basically whenever you have the hole drilled. Alright, so we have our gauge here, and basically, so whenever you have the hole drilled already in place, you're gonna have to want the cam gear here at top dead center where your mark is right here. So your trigger's gonna be pointing right at the cam sensor will be. So right between the sensor and your trigger is gonna be at 19th thou right there. So make sure everything's as close as possible to the middle, and make sure when you weld it, have someone hold the gauge there for you. And also the cam bung, you can actually have it perfect with 19th thou. That's gonna be the minimum you can have on the trigger itself for the gap. So basically that's that. And other than that, that should be it for this video. And now the next step I'm going to be doing is actually tearing down the whole entire engine, or the whole fab work and all that stuff, and I'll show you the whole entire way of how things are going to be with that. So yes, this thing is done by Reggie Built. You can check them out on Instagram or Facebook, but as y'all seen before, it's amazing work, high quality work as well. So, and like I said before, he's a great guy to talk with and all that stuff. So if you ever need anything, hit him up for all your fab work or whatever you need. So he'll take care of you. He is pretty bit busy, so give him a chance. But that should be it. And also, one quick thing, make sure you get the thing welded up really good and clean up everything else there. So, and as you can tell right there, you have grooves up in here. I'm gonna show you a sample right here. So you have those grooves right here. You're gonna actually have to grind all that down just so you can actually get that weld on there for that cam bung. So other than that, guys, that should be it for now. So talk to y'all later. I'll see you in the next one.